Hey folks, back in the garden here, DC Urban Gardener, once again. Today's video, I want to talk about what to do with ample space. As you all know, we have a ton of space here. I don't know exactly how many square feet, but we have a total of 22 individual beds. And then right here and right here, as you all know, if you watch videos on the channel, we have these two community beds. And if you look at the front, probably 2/3 of this bed, well, almost 3/4, it's already planted. Corn, squash, eggplant, all sorts of stuff, different flowers to mix in. But we have this back quarter here that was under a ground cover. There were a bunch of weeds and stuff. And, you know, it's mid-season here. It's middle of June. And trying to figure out what to plant here. So I actually stopped by the big box stores. And because this back area, let me first get to, this back area gets sun until about 2 p.m. every day because of this tree line up here that you all have seen. So in this back area, I'm just trying to figure out, it's kind of late to germinate something. It's a little early to plant something for the fall. So what I ended up doing is I just stopped by our big box stores, and of course you guys know those places that germinate. But I just have some peppers for now. We'll do the peppers, and let's go ahead and get to it. So first and foremost, a lot of this soil, it's so-so. I've already raked it in, kind of getting this whole area flat was my biggest challenge, to get it flat. This right here is called black gold peat moss. It's certified, actually comes out of Canada. And then I'm gonna also mix in some garden tone, which is I think it's like a 5-5-5 as far as nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. And then I also picked up some broken bag mulch at a local big box store. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this stuff mixed in, get all the little weeds out, kind of level everything, get some fertilizer in, and then we'll come back and see where we have those peppers. I'm thinking we're gonna plant peppers, 2 up there, 2 down there, because I actually have some squash seeds that are early germination right now, should be ready in about a week. And then I'll have probably like 4 squash and then 4 different peppers. I chose 2 different bell peppers, a red bell and a yellow bell, shishito pepper, and then also a jalapeno. Because I noticed with all of that stuff back there in that bed, we have tomatoes and squash and Thai chili peppers. I don't have any bell peppers, so that's why I said, well, I'm not a big fan of buying pre-germinated stuff from these big box chains, but for the sake of time and in this climate, it just makes a lot more sense, you know, for me to be able to just direct plant the already germinated in the soil. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this whole bed amended, get the peppers planted in, probably water them in. So see you guys in a minute. All right, so we are back, just like that. Snap your fingers. And this is what we ended up with, guys. So in this back 10 feet, it's a 4 feet wide, 10 feet long area, which is about a quarter of this entire long bed. But all I did, fertilized the soil, mixed in some peat moss, planted, and then I fertilized with this garden tone, organic, for herb and vegetables. I like to use that just especially for the roots, to have some immediate nutrients as soon as they get transplanted, so there's no major transplant shock. But as you see here, it's about 11 a.m. and the sun is right about maybe about 11 o'clock, right? Makes sense. But so yes, this area is going to get full light up until about 3 or 4 p.m. So it's going to get 8 or 9, maybe 9+ hours of sunlight. So real simple. I just put the peppers in, and then I got this black mulch. It was actually a broken bag special. Not my favorite mulch of choice because they do use some dyes, and I think you know, because they say guaranteed color for 12 months or whatever it is. But I'm just using that as a kind of a ground cover weed barrier. Not really too concerned about anything really spreading into the plants. I've used mulch for years. It's going to break down, compost itself into the soil, and over the next few years, it'll now become even more enriched soil. But I also, if you notice back here, the soil in this bed, gosh, it's been in here probably, I don't know, 15 years or so. But it's compressed so much that it's actually down almost 16 inches below the actual side of the bed. So I actually, by mulching this area, adding some garden soil and some nutrients to it, I actually brought the bed up almost 6 or 7 inches just by adding that layer. Of course, over the summer, as it rains and as I water, it's going to compress down. But I've used mulch, especially in raised beds. I've used mulch for years. Especially down in the base. So instead of spending all your hard-earned money on soil, enriched soil, you can actually build up the ground at the base layer with sticks and twigs and weeds. I've seen people use wood pallets and all sorts of stuff. But that's it for now, guys. I'm going to be adding, what was it? The assorted squash that I have. I bought a 50 pack of assorted seeds that you guys saw me in a previous video germinate for mid-season crops. And then, you know, that's going to be all through the middle of this bed. Probably get at least 6 in there without too much overcrowding. So guys, do me a favor. If you like the content, if you followed along, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate the comments that you guys leave, the questions, and even your suggestions. You know, I'm here in Washington, D.C. in Zone 7. A lot different climate than a lot of you guys, right? We have folks chiming in from all around the world. Let me know what you're doing. Give me some feedback as to what you would do in this scenario with this extra space, all right? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the content. It helps me grow this channel and share the information of what I'm doing as a urban gardener. See you guys soon.